I don't care what anybody says. Kids thrive when they get the opportunity to learn and not be judged because of what they look like, how they sound, and where they come from. Hey real ones, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be an interesting video because I'll be taking out my pen things. I still low-key don't know. Oh, by the way, this is from cleaning my glasses, I guess, too hard. So I don't really wear them that much anymore. But it's nighttime, so no contacts in right now. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. And if you get any information, anything from this video, whether it be love, encouragement, laughs, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, so today I am taking out my pins. I retwisted some of my hair. So the back of my hair kind of doesn't have any at the bottom because nothing really, sorry if this is it. Sorry if this is it. Distracting you. But I just retwist because a lot of them are coming unraveled. And so today we're going to be talking about my first year teacher experience. So let's go ahead and start with the back. So my first year teacher experience, I became a teacher in 2017 here in Tallahassee, Florida. I did not go to school to be a teacher. I went to school to be a performer, and God was like, let me rearrange these plans that you had for yourself real quick. So I met my husband right before I was going home from graduating, and then the rest is history pretty much. When I met him, I moved back to Tallahassee and got like some random jobs. And he was like, you're a teacher. And I was like, no, I'm not. I like teaching kids about Jesus, but music, no thank you. Because I felt like kids didn't really care about music, and I didn't like them disrespecting like what I spent my whole life trying to do, you know? But something was just in me to apply. He kept saying, you're a teacher. And I had this really boring job, and I found a way to become a teacher while doing that boring job. So I applied to be a music teacher, and it was at a Title I school. And if you don't know what a Title I school is, it is where 90% or higher has a free reduced lunch, and basically it's mostly around the neighborhoods that have a lot of crime or single parent homes, stuff like that. And it's like mostly brown kids, but that's not like always true. Or like Esau, Hispanic, and different countries type stuff. And so there's more details about it. It's in my teacher video. I can link that up here so you can watch that. So either way, the school I was applying to had a lot of behavior issues, and these kids had a lot going on. Like parents were all over the place, so that made them be all over the place. And basically the behavior was intense. And my principal was like being real about it, like, how can you handle pressure? I told him I could. And then I started school, and I was like, they're gonna actually leave me in here with these kids by myself? Like, how did I get here? And I wasn't necessarily like afraid, but I was just like, holy crap, I'm in charge of these 27 kids, 28 kids all day. Like, and I have the whole school. So like I have kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and fourth grade, and fifth grade. And I had 6 of each of those. So I had to learn 6 classes of 5th grade, 6 classes of 4th grade, so on and so forth. And I, like I said, didn't go to school for music, so I was going off of like what my mentor was that I had got like 3 weeks before I started working. She taught me all the things I needed to learn about classroom management, and I did a lot of research, watched a lot of YouTube videos, Pocket Full of Primary and Agape Love. Those 2 saved my life. And so basically what I did was fly off the seat of my pants. I just asked a lot of questions. I watched and observed a lot of music teachers around where I live. I watched regular teachers. I watched admin, and I was not afraid to ask questions. And it was tough. I'm not gonna lie, I prayed before every single class. The harder classes I was like stressed about, but I didn't let it get to me to the point where like I tried to find the positive in my kids. And of course, like when you come there, you're like 5'3", you're light skinned, and these kids are like hood. So they're like, what are you doing here? Like, who are you? Why are you here? And why should we listen to you? And they pretty much pushed me to see if I would break, and I didn't, because he was cool. No, but I've never cried because of a class, you know, like if they were being mean or disrespectful, like I handled it. There was times where I like didn't know what I was doing, and some of the kids are going crazy and you had to call backup. But in the end, I really learned like how to not give up and not to like let what someone does to you keep you from like pursuing a relationship, or like, well, not pursuing a relationship, but like keep you from helping them. So like some of these kids were like mean, right? But once you sit down and like get to know them and let them, and you listen to them and talk to them and build relationships with them, they begin to trust you, and then they begin to listen and begin to learn. So what I did is I set high expectations for my kids. I told them I'm not gonna keep you guys, I'm not gonna, how can I say this? I'm not gonna treat you the way that society thinks you are. Like, we're gonna learn how to read music. You're gonna know all of the composers, but we're gonna also learn about what you like. So like I started integrating like rapper of the month, singer of the month, and started learning about some of these people actually went to college. They didn't just blow up to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like they started learning a lot more about their culture along with what the norm is. So they were really engaged, and once you put an instrument in a kid's hand, I don't care what anybody says, kids thrive when they get the opportunity to learn and not be judged because of what they look like, how they sound, and where they come from. So even though it was hard, I got a chair thrown at the wall, got a chair thrown at me, got a chair thrown at kids trying to set people's hairs on fire. It was crazy. But in the end, I wonder where those kids are today, because I know that it's not easy growing up where you are. Like they didn't choose their family, they didn't choose where they live. That's the cards they were dealt. So some of the kids, like my 5th graders, would be going to 9th grade now. That's so crazy to think that 3 years have passed and I haven't seen them since, only because of the safety with the administration. Like, I believe that even though I will forgive a child all day. If something happens, I will forgive you and act like nothing ever happened the day before. I still love you, but there should be consequences. And the administration at the time wasn't really about that life. So my husband was like, you gotta go because we're trying to have a baby and I don't want you getting hurt because of something. Yeah, but my first experience was like really prepared me for the rest of my teaching career, because now nothing scares me. I'm not afraid of anything. I learned how to manage 600 kids. I learned all their names, and it just really gave me like this backbone that I think a lot of teachers don't really get from college, and they don't really get until they get into the classroom. Like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like. Like, college never prepares you for some of the stuff that you go through. So I would say I wouldn't take anything back, because I had fun. We made rap songs about being drug free. I did a rap song to all that. Like, I changed the words. It was like this: oh, 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 we are drug free, drug free. So like, I should have said the school name. I might blop it out. But basically, we had fun. And they learned, and we got to go on a field trip. I took kids on a field trip to FSU to play their recorders. Oh my gosh. It was rough, but it was fun. And I wouldn't take it back for the world. And I really hope, if they're watching now, I hope you're doing great stuff. I hope you're doing your homework. And I hope that you are fulfilling your dreams. All right, guys, I think I got all of them out. And I'm gonna wrap my hair I'll see you next time. It's been real. Peace.